This is a Montblanc Safety No.12 with a red star from the 1920s. As far as I know, these Montblanc safety pens with colored stars were intended for export, although I can't say that with absolute certainty. The fountain pen is to be cleaned, fitted with a new cork seal, and the surfaces will be refinished, along with anything else that might come up during the restoration. The engravings have nearly disappeared, which is why the surfaces will be fully reworked. Let's begin with the disassembly of the pen. Luckily, it opens without any issues. The spindle is absolutely massive, just like everything else on this pen. This hole is where the ink flows through the feed and eventually onto the paper. To me, it looks a bit improvised. I can't say for sure if this is what all No. 12 safeties look like inside. The nib and feed also come out quite easily. The safety pin in the cap top is broken off. The remaining piece is corroded but can be pulled out. I will definitely need to replace this. Next, I remove the pin that holds the rest of the mechanism together. Of course, I'm using my knockout block, a tool that's proven incredibly useful in almost all my repairs. Make sure not to lose that pin. I carefully remove the old cork with a wooden stick and a soft brush. All other parts are gently cleaned with a soft cloth and cotton swabs to remove any dried ink residue, without the need for an ultrasonic bath. I've machined small adapters to securely hold the cap, barrel and turning knob into the lathe for the sanding process. This allows me to safely prepare the parts for polishing. I only use very fine sandpaper to remove the smallest amount of material necessary. After that, I pre-polish the parts using a polishing paste before moving on to the final high gloss polishing. Here I'm removing polishing paste residue from the threads. The nib is also carefully polished to a mirror shine. The new cork is lightly greased with Vaseline before being pressed into the knurled part. The nib and feet are aligned and inserted into the section. Any remaining cork is cleaned from the hole for the small metal pin, and then the turning knob is installed. Now the small pin can go back in. So far so good. I also seal the threads to ensure no ink can leak. Now all that's left is the barrel. The customer also requested a matching clip, so I fit a snake clip made of 925 sterling silver onto the cap. I've also replaced the safety pin and shortened it to the correct length. Its purpose is to prevent the nib from being extended while the cap is on. I really enjoyed working on this pen. It's not every day you get the chance to see a Montblanc No. 12, let alone restore one. I especially love the beautiful red star. I'm sure it will be years before I come across one again, if ever. I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed making it. And of course, all work was discussed and agreed upon with the customer. I'm aware that there are different ways to carry out these kind of restorations, but personally, this method works best for me. Also, I couldn't resist doing a quick writing test. The Safety 00 was far too small for my hands, and this one is almost too big. Seems like my hands were made for the 146 or 149. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.